The UK government has said it is talking to French authorities to ensure there will be no repeat of clashes between fishermen over scallops off France's north coast. On Monday, nearly 40 French boats confronted British rivals they say are depleting scallop stocks in the area. The UK's Environment Secretary says the British boats were fishing legally. France says it is ready to send more police vessels to the area to prevent further clashes. Boats collided and stones were thrown during the confrontation off the coast of Normandy in the early hours of Tuesday. Local official Ingrid Parrot said the situation had been extremely tense and both sides had thrown objects at each other. She defended sending just one boat to police the incident overnight, saying, "The aim was to stop the tensions from increasing. We sent only one ship that day, but we will send more if it's necessary." Reality check: what are the rules on scallops? Could Brexit calm troubled waters? Mike Park, chief executive of the Scottish Whitefish Producers Association, said the incident was high seas piracy but said the French had agreed to a request for talks. "We need to decrease tensions in the whole area," he told the BBC's Victoria Derbyshire programme. The European Commission urged France and Britain to find an amicable solution. What exactly happened? The French boats gathered overnight on Monday in protest against so-called pillaging by 5 larger British vessels. The British were chased away with 2 boats, Golden Promise and Joannesy, returning to Brixham Harbour with damaged windows. The crews alleged they had been surrounded and had rocks and metal shackles are thrown at them, but French police said UK boats responded in kind. A video published by French media shows a Scottish scallop dredger, the Honeyborn 3, colliding with French vessels. Why has it all blown up now? Tension has rumbled for 15 years, but in the past 5 a deal has prevailed. Larger British boats stayed out of the area in exchange for more fishing rights. British boats can gather scallops year-round, but French law restricts the scallop fishing season to between 1 October and 15 May. Mark Delahaye from the Normandy Fishing Committee said they also objected to the British using great dredgers in the area, while the French used smaller boats. The UK scallop industry is worth £120 million and supports 1,350 jobs. About 60% of the catch is exported, with much of it being bought by the French. But a 2016 report by the International Council for the Exploration of the Sea, ICES, warned that the fishing effort by France, the UK, Belgium and Ireland in the Bay of Seine was too high. International environmental group Client Earth said it was disappointing to see boats catching scallops during the spawning season when it said depleted stocks could reproduce and grow. France was demonstrating high environmental standards by banning its fleet from fishing during the summer, the group said. How have the British responded? Environment Secretary Michael Gove said the government was talking to French authorities to ensure there was no repeat of the clashes. He told the BBC his heart went out to the British fishermen involved, who had absolutely every right to be fishing in those waters. The French had a legal responsibility to ensure their territorial waters were appropriately policed to allow legal fishing to continue, he added. Prime Minister Theresa May called for an amicable solution to the row. "It's what we want and it's what France wants and we will be working on that," she said. Mr. Park rejected suggestions that British boats were overfishing the area. "They catch just 6% of the scallops in the area," he said. "So if there's any accusation of overfishing it's not on the UK fishermen, it's on the French fishermen. Scallops are plentiful and they're expensive," he said. "We're doing nothing wrong and what we can't do is be bullied." Cheryl Murray, MP for South East Cornwall, said Environment Secretary Michael Gove has assured her appropriate measures are in place to enable UK fishermen to keep working. But she questioned whether French authorities were turning a blind eye while their fishermen took the law into their own hands. Local French officials said they could not intervene directly because the conflict took place in international waters.